When you hear the word environment, like what do you think of?
Grassy place with a lot of trees, a lot of forests, grass, animals.
So like the outside.
Yeah.
Are there any other meanings that could go with environment?
Nature.
Nature. What about like school? Is school an environment?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think it means to influence? Have you heard that word before? To influence?
What does it mean again?
I was asking you if you know.
Nope.
No? Do you know, DJ?
Mhm.
What does it mean?
Something that you do to like a hobby or something.
So it's kind of like affect, like if something affects you, that's
Cause
another word.
It's like an impact.
It is, an impact.
Positive impact.
So what I'm asking is, do you think that these environments influence you or like affect you?
Influence me.
Mm-hmm. Like nature, how does it affect you?
Bugs.
Bugs? What do they do?
Bite me.
They bite you. Okay. So nature can influence you. What about the other things? Does school influence you?
Yeah.
Yeah, how?
Learning.
Learning, so you learn stuff. So if a person doesn't get to go to school, would their life be a lot different?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we did that, have you ever had to like change based on your environment?
I have.
How?
This is my new school,
Oh yeah?
so things are different.
How?
We have less subjects.
Here?
Yeah.
Or at your other school? You have less subjects here?
Because we have like a lot of subjects in my other school.
Really? So how did you adapt to the new school? Like what kind of things did you do?
I don't know, I just did.
Yeah? Sometimes it's hard to describe exactly what we do when we adapt. Like when a change happens to you, which you didn't control, you can change things about yourself to like adapt to it.
Shaving.
Hmm?
Shaving.
Shaving. I guess so. Yeah, that's part. That could be one. It's more like if you go to a different country. Have you guys ever been to a different country?
I have.
When I was born, I was in
I have
Italy.
cousins in Africa.
Oh yeah, are things different over there?
Mhm.
So people probably have to speak a different language maybe over there.
No, they know English.
They do.
Home environment.
Your home environment. Yeah. How does that affect you?
You learn to clean.
You learn to clean. Some families though, what if they have like a maid? Then the kids never learn to clean.
They learn how to play video games.
Yeah. What if they don't have video games?
They learn how to draw.
Yeah. They can draw. So your environment influences you how? What does it do?
Makes you learn things.
Have kind of the same, like you all have school, you all have home, you all have nature. But are your environments exactly the same?
Nope.
So are you exactly the same?
Nope.
Do you see a connection there?
Yeah.
What would happen if everyone had the same exact environment?
We'd be boring.
You'd be bored.
Yeah.
Probably. How might you be different if you were in a different environment?
You're the only one that spoke English.
Okay. What if you were in a different environment, but just like you could trade lives with another student here? So it's not that different. It's just a little,
Oh, okay.
You might not have that much TV privilege.
maybe, or you might have more.
Like if they had a different tradition as
Mm,
you might not know the tradition.
that's true. You might be like, what am I supposed to do? But what environmental factors do you think would influence you if you were a Native American? And when I say that, I mean like back in the old days before the colonists came here.
It'll affect me because I'm not dressing correctly.
Mhm.
It's open. The clothes are like open. They show you.
What do you think, DJ? What if you were born as a Native American Indian back in the days? How would you be different?
I'd be different because we didn't have video games.
What would you be doing every day?
Oh, I'd be helping my dad on the farm or something like that.
Okay.
Or hunting.
Hunting, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because the boys went out to hunt, and what did the girls do? Diana?
Knit clothes.
Yeah.
Help
See?
them out with the chores.
So your lives would be, like way different, right?
Yeah.
You would have to work every day.
How do you think that the Native Americans got to North America and South America?
Christopher Columbus.
That's how the Spanish people got here, anyway. They just appear out of nowhere on the continent.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think? You have any theories?
Ancestors.
Yeah.
Born their parents. Then the
How did their ancestors get there?
Their older ancestors.
By rafts
Could be.
or tiny boats.
Tiny boats. Did you guys know that the whole Earth used to be one piece of land?
Yeah.
Yep.
You think that's how it could have happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think Native Americans had to adapt to modern environments?
They had to learn the language we were speaking.
They had to learn the language. So why should they have to be like us?
I have no idea.
What ways do you think, like if you had a journal and you wrote down all the things that ever happened to you in your life, you think that story about your life would be different from like if your parents wrote a story about your life?
Yeah.
How?
Sometimes you don't tell things to your parents.
Mm-hmm. So DJ, what do you think is different about it?
We might have secrets.
Like from one person's perspective, things look a certain way. From another person's perspective, it looks a different way. Do you think that can happen with history? How?
The religions changed since we got free from the king.
The king. What do you think, like, is perspective important?
Yeah.
Like, what if you had a history book that said something from only one perspective and there was no other perspective included? Would that be a good history book?
No.
Why?
Because it doesn't have the history in it.
It does. It has one perspective,
Yeah, but it doesn't.
and that person thinks that they are right.
Well, there must have been history before that history and history after that mystery.
What if they wrote down all the history that happened before? Would you say that you wanted another history book too? Just because?
I think people would pass it on.
Yeah?
Their descents from descents from descents.
Or like just telling their children and that kind of thing?
And
That's
then
how
the
history is
children-
passed in the old days before they had writing. But what if one family told a story, like one tribe told all these stories that were completely different from another tribe? How do you know which tribe is right?
You don't.
So how do we know what really happened in history?
You ask God.
You ask God. Does he always answer you though,
Yes.
DJ?
Yeah.
He answers me.
He's told you all about history? You haven't asked him yet.
I haven't asked him.
You gotta tell me what he says. But what environmental factors